Yo, how's it going, everyone? This is Mitchell Mander here, and welcome to another review of the Boruto manga. Today we're going to be covering Chapter 79. And my goodness, has 2023 been a crazy year for this manga or what? From losing Naruto and Hinata, to Boruto getting his scar in the previous chapter, to what happened in this chapter. It's just been like one thing after another. A series of crazy events within this series. So how was this chapter overall? Well, before I get into the review, you guys know the drill. If you're someone that's new to this channel, you like this type of content, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It'd be pretty awesome if you would do that. So the chapter begins with everyone searching for Kawaki. Mitsuki obviously has lost his cool officially, seeing what Kawaki has done to Boruto. Immediately takes off, which Boruto tells Sarada to go and catch up with Mitsuki because, he's lost his cool. Meanwhile, we have Kawaki, who has basically run out of chakra. He's been utilizing a lot of chakra these last few chapters, so it's finally coming back to bite him. That chakra control lesson that they had a while back, that's starting to come back to bite him. So, he's in a bit of a pickle, but Ada, seeing where Kawaki's at, goes to him, and it's kind of crazy because she basically completely ignores her brother, who interestingly can't fly, so it seems like the Otsutsuki DNA that's within both of them is different because Ada can fly, and she also has this crazy ability where she basically can attract everybody besides Otsutsuki members and blood relatives. But he has super strength and he has that reflection ability, so they must have two different aspects of Shippai's DNA, obviously, but it's just interesting that he can't fly but she can. Anyways, moving on. Oh, and Amato has been listening in on all this going on, and he tries to basically tell Shikamaru to calm down. We have another way to stop Kawaki. I have a shutdown command that can instantly shut him down, and it needs me. It requires my voice. So please don't do this. I need Kawaki for bringing my daughter back. Obviously, Shikamaru's not having any of that. He's already annoyed again because Amato is still withholding stuff from him. But he's like, no. Kawaki is committed a treasonous act, and if he doesn't surrender, they're going to dispose of him, which Amato obviously doesn't want that to happen, so he starts screaming at Shikamaru to stop and wait. Now here comes the craziest part in this chapter. So Ada manages to catch up to Kawaki, but Kawaki's like, please get away from me. Like, I'm erasing my chakra, you're basically going to signal them all to come here and attack me and capture me or do whatever. But she's like, don't you forget, I can basically captivate them, so there's no harm that's coming to you, buddy. But Kawaki over here, he basically laments the fact that Boruto is Boruto. He needs to eliminate Momoshiki, but it has to be Boruto, that Boruto is Momoshiki's host. It couldn't be like some outsider, some random nobody that he could just kill and nobody would bother him. But because it's Boruto, everybody's going to turn on him. So he's obviously upset about that, but he needs to take care of Momoshiki. So he's super desperate, and Ada sees that. And this is where things get pretty interesting because, Ada unconsciously activates a very broken ability. Probably one of the most broken abilities in the entire series, which basically blows up. It's like this huge beam of light, and it forms a symbol of the crescent moon that's in her eye. And it basically goes around the entire planet, which was just insane to see. And it's absolutely crazy because what she did here, which she had no control over, was she basically switched Kawaki and Boruto's lives. Not literally, but basically she manipulated everybody's memories, besides obviously Otsutsuki members, and then they cast her. And then probably Sarada and Sumire, because for whatever reason they're not affected by Ada's ability, for unknown reasons, but we'll find that out at a later date. But now everybody on the planet thinks that Boruto's Kawaki and Kawaki's Boruto. Literally, their lives and everything they've done have basically switched in an instant. Now I like how as soon as this happens, Momoshiki basically starts snickering. He's like, hey Boruto, how does it feel to lose everything? How does it feel, my boy? Boruto's over here like, dude, what are you talking about? What do you mean? Can you tell me? Well, probably should look behind you because you're about to find out. That's when Sarada and Mitsuki catch up to Boruto, which when the switch happened, they immediately locked on the Boruto instead of Kawaki because Kawaki was already erasing his chakra, so they couldn't find him, but Boruto wasn't. So, yeah, everybody is heading Boruto's way, and Sarada and Mitsuki are the first people to arrive, excuse me. But, instantly, Mitsuki takes off his headband and goes into Sage mode. And the events from Boruto's flash forward that he was basically seeing a couple chapters ago, where he could basically see part of the future, yeah, that's been confirmed to be coming from his perspective entirely. Now, Momoshiki is here primarily to give exposition to both Boruto and the audience as to what all transpired. So obviously, as I said a minute ago, Ada basically switched Kawaki and Boruto's lives. They've been completely swapped, and everybody but Boruto, Kawaki, Ada, Sarada, and presumably Sumire have had their memories changed, so they think that Kawaki is Boruto and Boruto is Kawaki. And instead of hunting Kawaki, they're now hunting Boruto. But the interesting thing here is that Ada can't control this ability. And in the chapter, she's even surprised. She's like, wait, what just happened? Something's off. And apparently, it's omnipotence. And it's not exactly her doing it because of the DNA of Otsutsuki DNA within her. Because she's not an Otsutsuki herself, she just cannot control her abilities. So her love ability, where she attracts everyone, it seems to be one of her desires. Her desires of having a normal romance is causing this to leak out, which is why everybody's attracted to her besides Otsutsuki and her brother and any other potential family members out there. And basically, Kawaki's desire to be Naruto's son and then Boruto to be an outsider, as he wished that Boruto was just some outsider and not the Hokage's son. Because of Kawaki's desire and Ada's ability to not control this, it caused this to happen pretty much. And the crazy thing here is that Momoshiki basically says, he makes a mention about, do you wonder how many times, memories have been changed by gods, essentially? So there's a lot of implications there. Like, has something like this happened before? Has there been memory tampering in the past besides Genjutsu, obviously? Like, was there something else like this on a larger scale that happened in the past before? Like, there's a lot of questions here that I have regarding this. But that's a discussion for a later date, depending on how the story progresses from here. But anyways, moving on to what's going on. There were two Konoha Shinobi, presumably Jonin, that catch up to Kawaki. And it's interesting, instead of pursuing Kawaki, they're suddenly like, oh hey, Kawaki's here. He just happens to be here. Ada's here too. Oh, by the way, what happened to your eye, Kawaki? You got a nasty scar. Oh, it's already healed? That's weird. And Kawaki pretty much instantly catches on to what's going on. He realizes what happened. And when they ask Ada to see what happened to Naruto and Hinata, Ada at first is like, well, I could look into it, but I really don't know what's going on. And that's when Kawaki's like, stops her. He's like, tell them that Naruto's dead. Yeah. I'm actually kind of in shock that Kawaki went this far for his goals to manipulate not only everybody, their lives have been swapped, but he's basically telling them that Boruto killed the Hokage, which is going to make Boruto a massive target to everybody in the shinobi world. And yeah, that's pretty much where the chapter comes to an end. Boruto's on defense, he's being attacked by Sage Mode Mitsuki. Kawaki has basically spilled the beans here, and Ada's going to tell everybody what happened, or at least lie about what happened. And yeah, Kawaki is now Kawaki Uzumaki, and Boruto is just Boruto now. He has officially lost everything. That's where this chapter comes to an end. So overall, wow. Just wow. Who could have saw this coming? I don't think anybody saw something like this potentially happening. Like, this is actually crazy. Like, this plot twist blew my mind. I was not expecting something like this to happen. I was expecting something different to happen, like Momoshiki taking over, and that's what causes Boruto to lose everything. I mean, for a long time, we were expecting Boruto to basically lose his family, his friends, like with them all potentially being killed off or something going wrong there. I didn't expect it to be something like this, where all of them turn against him. and now he's the villain, and Kawaki is the hero. Like, that is crazy. Like, I gotta give my hats off to Kishimoto and Ikimoto, because, yeah, I did not see that coming from a mile, and it just makes the Boruto manga just completely unpredictable. Like, it's so hard to predict what's gonna happen next. Like, in the last chapter, we were all predicting, oh, is Mitsuki and Kawaki gonna face off? Is Sasuke gonna catch up? Is Sasuke gonna die? Is Shikamaru gonna die? Like, we had all these thoughts about what could potentially happen in this chapter, and all that was wrong. Because none of us saw something like this happening from a mile away, and that's just crazy. And gotta give my props to Kishimoto and Ikimoto. Good job, guys. Keep up the good work. Now it's gonna be interesting to see where things go from here, because obviously we saw Sarada and Mitsuki's flash forward scene that we saw a couple chapters ago happened. So obviously Shikadai and the others are going to catch up, and Shikadai's going to be like, hey, that's just not what a friend does, you hear? It's going to say that to Boruto, and it's going to be really hard for Boruto to take all this. I can see Boruto being unsure of what to do, because all this is just hitting him at once. He's just lost everything. His parents are gone. You know, everybody's turning on him. Kawaki is going to tell everybody that he killed Naruto. Like, everything is going wrong for Boruto, and he is going to be in a huge predicament. So it's going to be curious. I'm just curious to see what's going to happen next. Like, he's going to have to go rogue and run away. Like, there's nothing he can do. But the thing is, he can't hide anywhere. He's an enemy of Konoha that killed the Hokage, so the entire ninja world is going to be after him. He can't go to another village because they're going to immediately recognize him and try to dispose of him. So I'm curious to see how things are going to go. And Sarada over here is unaffected, so she's going to probably try to stop everyone, and is already trying to stop Mitsuki, which is not working because Mitsuki has lost his cool, and he's basically just going to go out and just try to kill Boruto. And it's going to be interesting to see what Sumire does. Like, obviously she was previously unaffected by Ada's ability, so I presume that she's also unaffected by this. She's going to be hearing everything going on. She's going to be wondering why everyone's pursuing Boruto as well. Like, is she going to stay on the sidelines still? Or is she going to jump into action? I'm just really curious to see what's going to happen next. And then about Sasuke, it's going to be really hard when Boruto actually sees him, because I get the feeling that Sasuke is going to be affected by this. There's a chance that maybe he breaks out of it, but I personally think that Sasuke, maybe in the beginning at least, is going to try to kill Boruto. So, yeah, this is pretty interesting. It's really hard to predict what's going to happen next, but I guess we'll see what happens when we get to chapter 80. It's very interesting. Not going to lie, I'm very excited for the next chapter and what the series has, or what the future holds for this series. Alrighty, guys, that's all I got for this chapter review. So overall, a very solid chapter that fundamentally changes the series completely going forward. I'm very excited to see what happens next. So, easy 10 out of 10 chapter. It's definitely going to be a very memorable moment within this series. So, guys, in the comment section down below, post your thoughts. What do you think of this chapter? Did you love it? Did you hate it? What did you think about this plot twist? Did you think it was amazing? Did you think it was crap? Regardless, I'd like to hear your thoughts. Post in the comment section down below. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. You guys have a good day or night or wherever you're at. Oh, and also post your predictions for the next chapter. I'd like to hear them. So, anyways, have a good day or night wherever you're at, guys, and see you all later. Bye.